In today's episode, we meet with a large group from the Overland community at the Overland Truck Store. We go from there to a place called HighBridge. I'm going to be sharing some of my insights and some advice based off of some feedback that I've gotten in the comment section below. Today's video and the thoughts that sort of surround today's video is really all built around friendship and community. More than ever, most people's relationship is purely online, and it's really difficult to find community. And so I want to talk about my thoughts that surround friendships and communities, since I feel like I've played a major role in just about every type of friendship. I've been a good friend, bad friend, I've been a selfish friend, overly selfless friend. I've lost friends, quit on friends, been popular, not popular at all. Attention from people all over the world. It's kind of come full circle, you know. My insight on what it is to have friends and to make friends, I feel like it goes very deep, and I think I have some just words of wisdom I can share with those who are looking to make friends, become part of a community, or perhaps are struggling with the friendships and the friendship circles that they have now. And I'm weaving in and out of traffic. That exit, that is so freaky. I picked a terrible time to pick up my camera and try to make a video. I'm doing a group run today. Not sure if this is going to be an episode on my channel or not, but we're going to go to Waianuchi Lake. We're going to check out the high steel bridge. It should be pretty epic. I'm in the Toyota Tacoma, as I'm sure you can hear, because it's so loud, and I feel like I'm deaf already. This thing definitely needs some love. So if you're lonely in the world today, this video is for you, but also if you are overburdened with friends, this video is for you as well. But I'm going to start off with the people who are seeking community and some of my advice for those who are looking to find community. And a lot of these principles and stuff that I'm going to talk about are from the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I just finished this book, and it really changed the way I was looking at my relationships, and especially changed the way that I was speaking to people and, you know, engaging in conversations. It also goes very deep into, you know, leading, which I feel like if you can get a handle on being a good leader, people will naturally flock to you, and you'll find your community that way. I know I probably shouldn't be surprised, but there are so many Toyotas at this event. It was kind of awesome. I think we like outnumbered the Jeeps like 5-1. Way to go, Toyota boys! Something's going on in that radio. What do we got going on here? Some turkey? Some trans fluid? I was just about to ask. Have you got that transmission figured out?
Good training flush.
Yeah. Was it stinky? Pretty burnt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the low side right now just because of, you know.
Yeah.
We had to run it and then put a little extra in.
For sure. Where are we going?
Just going up in the hills, seeing some things, checking out some things, eating some crackers.
Yeah.
But have a little fun, you know?
Oh, yeah. First off, I just want to say that friendships and community, it can help you and it can hurt you. If you do become popular and you have this input from so many people, you know, hundreds of friends or hundreds of relationships, as everyone starts to take a little piece from you, because relationships are transactional. People don't like to say that they are, but they are. If you're not giving something to someone or taking something from them, then it's really not a relationship at all. And what I found is it's better to have a small group of really tight friends that you can really rely on than to be super popular. So just know that being famous or popular is not a great goal to strive for. It's better to try to find a core group of friends or a core community of like-minded people who are on a similar path as you than it is to just like have a broad spectrum of like everybody loves me, you know. So we've just kind of rendezvoused at the Fred Meyers, and now we're rolling out from here. We're headed towards the high steel bridge. I'm going to try to keep people together. I got you. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. 20 trucks stacked up on the side of the highway. We're trying our best to keep everyone together. That's one of the hardest parts. One of the hardest parts of these group runs, just it's difficult to get, you know, 20 rigs or more. Gosh, how many do we have? We've got to have 30. There's got to be 30 rigs. This is awesome. The reason I'm pairing this with this video is because we're on a community event. And I want to motivate people who are lonely, stop watching YouTube and go to events. And specifically, start with your interests. If you pick something that aligns with your interests, you're going to find people that align with your interests. And just go, just show up. Once you show up, that's when the real work begins. But you got to start by just getting out there, and you just got to go. Don't cling on to old relationships. If you're currently lonely, it's because your old relationships aren't really serving you anymore. Make the decision, yep, I'm gonna go out and make some new friends. I'm not gonna feel guilty or bad about it. I'm just gonna go out and make some friends. And to your old friends, it's okay. Nothing's wrong with it. I still love my old friends. I just don't get to see them because I moved away. After I went through the book, it did sort of change the way I made friends, and it changed the way I acted in groups of people. It's because people don't care about you. They care about themselves. And this is just like so obvious, yet we always ignore it. And so if you want people to care about you, give a shit about them. Start with that. It is so much easier to show up to an event, show up to a group, and just listen to people. Just let them talk. That's what everyone loves. That's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to be heard. They want to feel appreciated. People naturally crave the feeling of importance. So when you go and you show genuine interest in someone and what they're doing, and you listen to them and you engage, it makes them feel heard and appreciated and important. And that is like the first key to, now I just gave you something in this transactional relationship. I gave you my attention, and they're going to want to give it back. And then once they sort of volley that back to you, they serve it back to you, you can kind of cue up a little thing back to them. Once you get somebody talking about themselves, you can determine if that's a person that you're going to gain value from, if that's somebody that you're going to like, if that's somebody that you align with. You're going to be able to determine that without shooting yourself in the foot, without making any sort of weird obligations and finding out later that they're super weird because you talked through the whole thing. It kind of sounds manipulative in a way, but it's actually super smart. If you want to make friends or even get into a relationship with somebody at all, this is how you should look at it. This is how you should approach it. Because there's literally nothing more powerful and influential than the relationships in your life. And if you just sort of like let that go by the wayside, if you're inactive in the people you spend your time with, it can ruin your life without you ever even noticing. You weren't proactive. You didn't pay attention to who you made friends with. And I've done this so many times. Man, I've done this. Like when I was working at gyms, I would like talk to like one of my clients, and then we'd like go out for drinks or something, and holy crap, they're creepy as fuck.
Woo! Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, this is Dusty. I can't see a goddamn thing. That's it.
That holder. Come on. This thing just fucking floats.
Yeah, she floats. It is unbelievably dusty. It's right about the end of summertime, so it's been dry for a long time. I don't remember the last time we had rain, really. So it's just
Been a minute.
brutal.
Real good footage, Kyle.
Oh, clear shot. Visibility is about 130,000 feet right now. Oh, there's a truck. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Clear as day. We're all running with our hazards on to try to prevent any rear endings.
My mouth's filled with dirt.
And I can feel
The
it.
scenery around here is nice.
Oh, I bet it's real nice.
Great.
You want a waffle?
How do you have packaged waffles? I've never even seen that.
Costco, baby.
That's unreal.
Huh?
I'm okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold out for hamburgers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I feel pretty good.
Yeah?
I do. Dude, there are so many trucks. I just went and ran the line.
How many?
Oh gosh, I didn't count.
You can learn something from anybody. Everybody has something to teach you. Everybody. There was a really good quote I saw or it was like a tweet or something, and the guy said like, I have friends with felonies, degrees, and LLCs. and I learn something from every single one of them. And I love that. As someone that has had felonies, no, I'm just kidding. I barely escaped felonies, but that's a good one. Like, keep in mind that you can learn from literally anybody, and that in and of itself will keep you engaged and keep you interested. And for me personally, I'd like to just like figure out what people are about, you know? And then of course respond. Like, you're not just there to give them 20 questions like, who do you work for? So you don't want to be that guy. You want to have a transaction between the two of you that's mutually beneficial, mutually positive. And you want to go find friend groups based off of a shared interest. So like in this situation, we're all gathering to go explore in off-road trucks. Chances of having a conversation with somebody about the lighting that I used, or the suspension components that I used, or the view that we're looking at, or the places that we're going, pretty high, because we all have similar interests. So start there. So if you're struggling to connect with a person, ask yourself, what does this person want? Like, what are they interested in? What do you think they want? If you can figure out what they want, and you can somehow find a way to offer them that, even if it's just information or like help with it or whatever, then your chances of becoming a friend with that person is pretty high. So listen to them first. Be an active engager in the conversation. Smile. Use their name. Be happy, not cool. Like, don't be like too cool for people. Be happy and sociable, and that's easy enough to do when you're listening to someone. If you're confident enough to just get out there and then do those steps, things will start feeling pretty natural, and you'll be able to reconnect with people and start developing some new, fresh relationships built around common interests. So that's it in a nutshell. I felt like I was going to talk a lot longer, and I'm sure I have talked a lot. There's a whole lot more to that book, but it really boils down to like a lot of like leadership principles.
The food's best choice scale of this one site that's on the internet that no one knows about. And it is above In-N-Out Burgers and Whataburger. I'm getting a couple
Getting like normal.
No, keep your clothes on.
4 minutes, 5 minutes.
He does that so you don't put it on,
Give me
Yeah.
another 10 minutes and I'll have everything out.
I know his techniques.
Look at how dusty you are.
I moved away from home. I left my like core friend group, and then one of my best friends moved away, and I just like never talked to him anymore. And then I left the fire service, and like this family of people that I had, just it's supposed to be this family, your firefighter family, and these people you see on a regular basis, and you live with them, and it's like all of a sudden they're just gone. It's not that I take it personally. I still get messages from people occasionally. It's just I feel like we put so much weight on the people in our lives, and we cling to these relationships, and we internalize a lot of guilt over it, when in reality it's very natural. I think the natural thing is that most people are singularly focused on themselves and their family. And so if you're not in the picture, if you're not like present and there all the time, or if you're not like part of this transactional relationship, you're going to naturally fizzle out and fade away. And just knowing that that's natural and normal, one, it takes the pressure off of even making friends in the first place, because you understand that it's not really about you or being liked in the first place. It's about them being liked by you. And then it also sort of takes the pressure off of like making friends, because it's finite. It doesn't last forever, So I hope that you guys found this insightful. I'm just a young man trying to make it in this world, so I don't have all the answers, but I do some research and some deep thinking at times, and I like to be able to share this with you, because it seems like, based on the feedback that I'm getting, you guys are appreciating it and enjoying it, and I absolutely love it. To me it feels a lot better than just showing off stuff. At least where I'm at in my life, I've sort of found a lot more value in helping people than in growing and being impressive and being cool and being that guy. So yeah, But if you guys like these quick talks and this advice and insight, let me know in the comment section below. Use that thumbs up icon because it helps me out a lot, that button, because it tells YouTube that this video is worth watching for other people. Since I started doing the videos in this format like more frequently, I've been so thankful to get your guys' feedback and to get some of the messages that I get, like to see that we're changing lives and that we're really helping people and that this community is growing itself, just the community of people that want to live more fulfilled lives. It's so much cooler to me than just showing you guys the trucks and the toys and the being like rambunctious and crazy, because I feel like any YouTuber can do that, but like this is what I have to offer. I have a super diverse background in my career. I have a crazy diverse background in relationships. You know, I have a very bizarre upbringing, and I have really, really ambitious goals that I'm going to reach. And I think that you guys will get to follow along and learn from my mistakes and the education that I'm putting myself through. So, yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. That's it for today's video. If you guys are interested in joining these group runs, follow us on the Overland Truck Store Instagram page, just Overland Truck Store. Or you can go to their website, overlandtruckstore.com, and join the email list. You can follow me at max.powell on Instagram or Facebook. And come on out to these things. I'd love to chat with you guys. Super cool. Just don't... That's it for today's video. Thanks so much. Get some work done this week, but don't forget to live. Bye.